Hi, in this video we're going to talk about how graduating from a lesson works. The key with graduating from a lesson is there's a strong temptation to just want lots of check marks. However, it's important to have graduations be accurate. Because if you're getting too much ahead of yourself, you're hurting yourself. You're hurting your progress. I know often I want to be way ahead of where I'm at too, but if you're actually staying where you're at, you're gonna progress faster. The other part is once you're marked as having learned a lesson, it's assumed that you can teach it to someone else. And if you're not really ready, you're kind of hurting the other person, you're probably gonna be frustrated because you don't quite know what to do. So let's talk about the mechanics. In the app, if I'm mentoring you, I have finished teaching you, I can go to the lesson tab. It's a second button from the left. I see all the levels. Let's say our lesson is in level 1. I'm going to open up level 1. Let's say our lesson is lactoses. I'm going to open up lactoses. And at the bottom right, there's this record button. I'm going to hit the record button. Now, if I've never learned the lesson and no one has checked me out, I'm going to get a message telling me I have to first learn it from someone. And people will say it's broken, it's broken. It's not broken, it's just telling you haven't learned it. So you have to go out and learn it from someone. Let's say I've already learned it and I'm about to check you out. So I press the learn button. The first thing it's going to ask me is there's a text box. I'm going to enter the learner's name. Let's say you're Sarah. I'm going to enter your name. I'm going to find you. And then there are a number of checkboxes down here. They are the graduation requirements. Let's just make like something easy non-acro so you can relate to it. Let's say we're graduating from doing a clean push-up. So one of the checkboxes might be, did your hips sag or not? And the checkbox is going to confirm that your hips didn't sag. And so it's actually making sure you learn things properly. And if your learner is really impatient to get a check mark, it also instead of gives you a communication tool. Instead of just saying like, no, you're not ready, you can be like, well, you saw your hips dropped. You gotta work on your hips being straight. It also keeps the fidelity of the class and lesson in place. Because from one student to the next, people tend to drop things, and this is like a reminder, like this is a full thing for the full lesson. And the final checkbox says, the learner is ready to teach this lesson. You want to talk with your learner and make sure they're really ready to teach to someone else. And if you check that box, they're going to get a check mark. And then their record button is going to be enabled and they can record other people. It's kind of making them dangerous. So for the quiz, you want to be able to answer questions that you understand, that you're not checking yourself out, but that is kind of like a delegated checkout process where someone else has to check you out and then you can check out another person. It's like someone verifies that you actually learned it. You want to understand graduation requirements.